So I just found out the main reason why David Zaslav was cutting projects, those that were ongoing or those that were already complete, for a specific reason. And it's something that many of you are not going to like or probably will disbelieve. And if you don't believe me, you could go check this out down in the description box below. So, according to someone who was an insider on Warner Bros. Discovery, the main reason why David Zaslav and his boys are doing this is because in 2 years' time, they want to make Warner Bros. Discovery look profitable enough so that way NBC Universal can buy it out of their own hands. Another merger. That's it. That's the main reason why they did it. They canceled all those good cartoon shows. They got rid of Dennis Owens' Infinity Train, J.G. Quintel's Close Enough, the creator of the Gumball movie, and get rid of the creator of Uncle Grandpa. Throw them all in the trash. All those cartoons that I said that were axed off, just to make the company look profitable for NBC Universal to converge with Warner Bros. Well, not Warner Bros. Discovery. For Warner Bros. Discovery to converge with NBC Universal. I feel so sorry for those creators even more. Keep in mind that they learned about their shows being completely axed off and thrown into the bin the same time that all of us did. And I can't imagine their anger when they learned that all of this was nothing more so that way the company could be sold. And it's just downright sad. But at the same time, and unfortunately makes a lot of sense. Because I remember back when Vince McMahon owned the company and he retired, he did the same exact thing with his wrestlers and the workers that worked backstage. Fired them left and right, in order to make the company look a whole lot more profitable to whoever wanted to own the company. And it was a terrible time to be working in a company like that because you may never know if you were gonna be safe or you were gonna be axed off just though the company can look good in the market and for other companies as well too. Now, granted, they're in a better position now that Paul Levick and his wife and Nick Khan are in charge, but I can't very much say the same thing for those that work at Warner Bros. Discovery because now they're in the same boat that WWE was in before. You may never know who's going to get fired. You may never know whatever project is going to get cut off. And if you're worried about stuff like the Batman getting canceled, you don't need to worry about that. Because I also learned guys like Matt Reeves, Todd Phillips, and Mark Ruschetti are going to be protected. You don't have to worry about those. For other people or projects, it's all up in the air. They could be safe, like Harley Quinn is now, which I've learned that season 3 is completed and they're already been renewed for a fourth season, which surprised me because I thought that they would be next as well too after the third season was over, but I guess they see Harley Quinn as profitable, which, alright, that's good. I like Harley Quinn. I'm glad that it's getting a continuation. Those are one of the few shows that are getting off lucky. But I can't very much say the same thing again for those that got canceled or will be canceled. This just pretty much tells you that independency is a whole lot important than ever. Physical copies, whether they be movies, TV shows, and especially for video games too, are a whole lot more important than ever. If you see an independent project like Long Gone Gulch or even Santina for a prime example, I'm going to link their YouTube channels down in the description box below. If there's like a Patreon or a coffee, support that. Like, fuck those other companies. Give your money to them because they need it a whole lot more than they do. I want independency companies to thrive. I want them to be able to create future content that a lot of people will be interested in and will continue to pour money into so that way they can keep thriving. And everybody, the content makers and the fans as well too, can get something out of this instead of just people getting fired or projects getting cut off left and right. I want to see more positive news instead of just negative. I've always been for physical copies being more of a thing, and I see the value in them instead of just like digital. Even though I used to thought that Netflix and HBO Max and the rest of them were like great streaming services, even though buying all of them is a hassle. At least some of your favorites at the time were going to be safe. But considering the state of how streaming services is, especially with companies like Netflix and Warner Brothers, and I'm going to lump Amazon as well too, because I just also learned that if the Lord of the Rings TV show doesn't do well, they're going to give up streaming service, which means The Boys and Invincible will be axed off as well too. So as much as that show is polarizing, and as much as I'm not interested in Lord of the Rings, I want to see that show continue to thrive so that way The Boys and Invincible can continue. It sucks, but Amazon made the stupid decision of pouring a lot of money in that stupid Lord of the Rings TV show. It genuinely pisses me off, but we have no choice but to hope that that show continues so that way our favorite shows can continue as well too. But in summary to all this, David Zaslav absolutely sucks, even though I know why he's doing it. Even though there is a reason, he absolutely sucks. Him and the rest of his cronies. I feel sorry for JG Quintel, Owen Dennis, and the rest of people whose projects got cut off just so that they can make Warner Brothers Discovery profitable for NBC Universal in 2 years' time. And independency and physical copies are a whole lot more important, and you should support those rather than digital, because digital is not the future. Physical and independency companies are. Please check it out down in the description box. The information where I got this from for this whole deal, and check out Long Gone Gulch and Satina's channel as well too, and support them. Even Hell of a Boss as well too. Support Vizzy as well. And if you know any, you can link them down in the description, not description, in the comment section so that way other people can go check those out and pour money into them instead of streaming service as well. And that's all I have to say. I'll see you next time. Well, hopefully this time, the thing that I wanted to do, instead of just bringing up negative news, because I don't want this to become a daily thing or a weekly thing. It's not something that I was planning to do, nor is this not the project. I only wanted to talk about this because it concerns me. And I wanted to share this information because not a lot of people probably haven't heard about it. And I just wanted to spread the awareness and especially my own concern. But yeah, I'll see you in the future with something better. Hopefully. Goodbye.